Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I'm normally used to doing on my channel. I don't have very many videos out as it is, but what I do have, they're mainly beauty. This is a different approach, and it's something that I do want to get off my chest because I've obviously been dealing with it since I was very young, and hopefully somebody out there can relate and maybe get some advice and help out of this video. Because if any of you feel the way that I do and that I have felt when I was younger, it's not right. I don't even know how I'm going to start this video off. I'm probably going to be all over the place. So please find something in this video that you can take with you and that it can possibly change your lifestyle, your way of looking at life, and just the way you live in general. Pretty much this video is going to be about body confidence, bullying, and being overweight. That is obviously a big subject and a touchy subject for a lot of people, and a lot of people can't even sit down and talk about it just because it's extremely difficult to do so. I've been dealing with being overweight since I was a very young girl. I've always been on the heavier side, and of course everybody and their mother likes to point it out. And you know, being somebody so young, you shouldn't have to think and say, "Mom, what is fat?" You know, like, is she talking about me? Like, how, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not right. It's not right that when you're a kid, you have to look in the mirror and think, oh my gosh, I have to change something. No, you should be enjoying the beautiful life that there is, enjoying what you have. How is it fair that somebody so young has to think that there's something wrong with them when there's nothing wrong with them? These people need to be teaching their damn kids when they are growing up what is right and what is wrong. And it is wrong to make fun of somebody on how they look. How would they like it if somebody went up to their kids and started making fun of their kids for something else? It doesn't have to be about overweight. It could be a generalized thing. People are bullied over a ton of different things because they're too tall, they're too big, they're too skinny, their skin color, you know, even just everything. People are bullied all the time, and one of the main things is being overweight. It's something that people pick on, like myself being in high school. I didn't get called dumb a lot and things like that. I'm not trying to float a boat or anything, but the main thing was, wow, you're so fat. Wow, you're so big. How'd you get so big? What did you do to get so big? So, you know, I should be thankful that that's what they've only said about me instead of, wow, you're so stupid. Wow. Do you know what I mean? Like, they generally picked on me because of I was overweight. And that's how they looked at me. You know, I'm a great person. I have so many beautiful qualities in life. And the one thing that people could point out was my weight before anything. You know, it was extremely difficult to make friends. And the friends that I do have are amazing, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. But growing up, it was extremely difficult to make friends, and it shouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was never part of the popular group. I never was on the volleyball team, the basketball team, and things like that, and even if I wanted to try out, I couldn't. When I was in high school, are you kidding me? I had no self-confidence. It was so hard for me to go to school, you know, until I made a beautiful group of friends who loved me for who I am and how I am, and didn't care that, you know, I was heavier than the average teenage girl in school. It was so rewarding to do that. But if I wanted to try out for the basketball team or the volleyball team, I couldn't push myself to do it because I knew I was going to be the heaviest one on that team, and I would have been bullied to the T. To the T. You know, and the coach probably wouldn't have even put me on their team, even if I was the best person in that team. How sad. And unfortunately, that's how it is. That's how life is. And most people will tell me, oh, you had it easy. Oh, you know, you had some friends and things like that. The heck? I did not have anything easy. I was super scared to go to school. No damn kid should be scared to go to school and get an education to better themselves in life. How do you tell me that's right? That's not right. That's wrong. Super wrong. When I was in elementary school, I was bullied like crazy. I had basketballs thrown at me. I was tripped. I was kicked. I was pushed. I had people throw those stupid little spitballs. You know, when you put a damn tissue in your mouth, put it through the straw, and then you spit it out at people? When I'd be sitting in class, kids would be doing that to the back of my head. How is that right? In elementary school, grade 4, grade 5. How is that right? It's not right. And I want things to change. And obviously, because I want things to change, things aren't going to change. You know, bullying has been on for years and years and years, and sad thing is, I really don't think it's going to stop. If anything, it would get worse. Yeah, sure, you know, people are accepting overweight people more and more these days because there's so many of these types of videos out there, and there's, you know, like take Tess Holliday, for example. Great, great woman, such an inspiration all over the world, but it's too bad that there can't be more than one Tess Holliday out there. Name off the plus size girls you've seen on magazines. You can't. There's been what? Tess Holliday and that other girl that just got qualified to be on a magazine? The sports magazine? The Chanel girl? Come on now. And she's not even really that plus size. What's wrong with the community? What is wrong with the world? Big girls are beautiful in every single way. You know, you can't just dictate how somebody is just because of their looks. You don't know what they're like on the inside. You don't, you know, and they could be the most amazing person on earth, and you will never know that because you will not see past the outside. Why? Why is that? Please, somebody tell me. There's nothing wrong with your size. There's nothing wrong with the way you look. I'm all for it. Like, if you don't like something about yourself, then for sure, go and change it. That's it. But if you don't want to change anything about yourself, then be comfortable with yourself. Love your body. Learn to accept the way you are. Life is so short and beautiful. You're missing all the beautiful things in life with being so worried on how you look. Forget about it. Forget about it all. Just love yourself, love how you are, and move on. You're missing so much, and you will realize once you learn to love yourself, you will see and you will realize all the beautiful things that you are missing in life. You will. Just wake up in the morning, take some deep breaths, give yourself some good energy to get the day started. You know, forget about what that guy said about you or that damn girl. They are no better. And especially if they're criticizing you on how you look, they are definitely no better than you. Every single human being on this planet is beautiful in their own way, inside and out, and you better damn know that. There's tons of things that have happened to me, but you know what? After every single fall, every single spit gum, spit ball, basketball to the head, to the butt, after everything that happened to me in grade school, I still got up and I continued forward. I graduated grade school, I graduated high school, I went to damn college, I have a career. None of those people that put me down for life, because I still got up. I still got up and I still did it. It was extremely hard for me to do it, but you know what? I did it. And you can do it too. Don't think you can't. For the longest time, I couldn't even look in the mirror. I couldn't stand to see how I looked in the mirror, nude or with clothes on. It was awful. It was extremely hard for me. So I made a change to better myself, because I'm all down for that. And I lost over 100 pounds. But on my journey to losing over 100 pounds, I learned to love myself. I'm still not 100% there either, but I learned to love myself, and it took a long, long time. You know, people who know me from back in the day in high school will say, well, you've always carried yourself in a way that you've loved yourself. But deep down inside, did I really love myself? No, I didn't. I was bullied every damn day, and of course people say, you know, forget about it and things like that, but it bothers you. It really, really does. So eventually, you know, I got to this point where I couldn't take it anymore. I started sticking up for myself, and that's when people probably thought that I learned to love myself. No, just because I'm sticking up for myself, I'm being bullied and not letting somebody tell me or dictate my life doesn't mean that I'm comfortable and I love myself. No, I just don't want to be damn bullied. I don't want to be made fun of every damn day. I don't want to be walking down the street and somebody tell me, wow, look how fat you are. No, I don't want that. So of course I'm going to stick up for myself because it's not right. But doesn't mean that I love myself. Loving yourself takes a very long time. It's a lengthy process and it's hard. It's extremely hard. But you know what? You will get there. Just learn to love yourself. You will get there. And when you do, you will see the light. You will see it. You will love it. But it takes so much time to get there. It's hard, you know, and still to this day, even with loving myself and being who I am and growing into this amazing woman that I am, I obviously still get bullied. People obviously still talk about me. I make YouTube videos. People are gonna hate that. The way I do my makeup. People aren't gonna like that. I'm bullied all the time. It doesn't necessarily have to be about weight. I'm bullied all the time. And it's never going to stop. But you know what? Screw everybody who's talking shit about you. It should not matter how you look. What matters is how you carry yourself, you know? Love yourself. Get some nice clothes. Don't dress all frumpy. I know that when somebody makes fun of you, you get all moody. And, you know, it just takes a toll on you. So it reflects on how you present yourself, which is also your attire. So you dress a little bit baggier because you don't want to show off, you know, a little bit of your roll. You wear baggy pants because you don't want anybody seeing your cellulite or how your butt is shaped or anything like that. Screw it. Wear those tight pants. Wear those skinny jeans. Wear that tank top out to the beach. Who cares about the arm flab? Who cares? Do what you have to do. Part of the body that I hate the most are my arms. Because of losing all the weight, I became a little bit saggy. So my arms do sag. So one of the things I don't like to do is show my arms. But I am learning to love myself the way I am. And I will get there. Believe me, I will get there. But it's just taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. It can take a year, 2 years. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm loving myself at the moment, it is fine. But obviously you're not going to like everything about your body. But learn to love yourself. That's all there is, you know? People always ask, well, how can you be so confident? Like nowadays, how do you be so confident? Like, how do you carry yourself like that? You learn to love yourself. You're a beautiful person and you need to understand and know this. Nobody can tell you that you're not because you are. I built my confidence and nobody, and I mean nobody, will break me down. It took me a very long time to get to where I am, and nobody will be able to break me down. And I hope and pray that one of you out there can get to a point where I am, where nobody can break you. And I believe in you. You just gotta do it. Put the work in. You can do it. Anybody can do it. The quote out there that says, you can do anything you put your mind to, believe that, because you can. I once told myself, oh, I can't lose all this weight. I've always been heavy. I thought I was going to be like that the rest of my life. I'm still plus size, but I'm damn comfortable in my size. I don't give a shit. I know that it took me a long time to get to where I am. Nobody can break me. I built it, and that's it. I didn't have very many friends growing up. I was always very shy and timid, and I always suffered from anxiety, so I didn't want to jump out into crowds and, you know, be the person to make friends. I sort of wanted them to come to me. But you have to put in work too. If you want to be friends with somebody, go and put in work. Go and ask to be friends. The worst thing they can say is no. And I know that's going to break you, but it shouldn't, because they're no better. They don't want to be friends with you, that's their loss. There's millions of people on this planet, and because one person doesn't want to be your friend, you're gonna go off and get all upset? No, no, you change that. You move on. It is wrong to be different. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So pretty much, they want everybody to look the same. Nobody can have a different face shape, a different skin tone. Nobody can be a male and female. Nobody can be large or small. It's all wrong to the damn society. Why? What is right? They're all putting out what is wrong, what is right. Because I clearly don't know. Because all the stages of life that I've been at, I've always been wrong then. So please, somebody out there, tell me what is right. Because I would love to know. I would love to know what the heck I'm doing wrong my whole damn life. I would love to know. I love myself. I love my family. I love the friends that I have. And that's all that matters. And I'm not just floating by in life like I was in grade school and high school. I'm living life. And that's completely different. And I recommend everybody out there try that. It will brighten your horizon. Try it. Live life. Don't just float. Don't just go to work to make that money. Live life. There's a lot of questions that can't be answered. It's just the way it is. But we were not put on this planet to tear each other down. We should become one with everybody. And I'm not trying to preach this out and go tell you all to go and make friends with your neighbors and all this and that like that. No, I'm trying to tell you to love yourself. There's so much more to you than what you are on the outside. And if you can't see that, you need to change your perspective and learn to see that there's so much more to you. When I was in high school, I was so scared. I almost didn't even want to go to school. I almost didn't even want to get an education because I was terrified of what people would say about me and what they would think of me, even though I'm a beautiful, smart person. So what I did was, we had to wear a uniform at our Catholic high school. So I went to get my uniforms, way too big for me. So in turn, it made me look heavier than I really was. And I got it bigger because I didn't want anybody seeing the underneath. I didn't want anybody seeing me. I was terrified. I mean, my uniform came down like to my knees, and I don't know why I did that. If I knew what I know now back then, I would never have done that. I wouldn't have got a uniform 5 sizes too big for me. Who does that? But I was uncomfortable with myself, and I didn't want anybody else to see myself. But in turn, it made it worse. You know, I guess I thought that nobody would make fun of me because I was hiding what's underneath. But they still did. And it was brutal. It was bad. But, you know, yeah, you have to live through it. So going to high school, my first day of high school, I walk in and my anxiety levels are kicking in. My heart's racing. I feel like I can't breathe. And who needs to feel like that going to school? Trying to better themselves, to get a career, to, you know, build a life for them. Why should you feel like that on your next step of life? I should have just learned to love myself and have confidence, and I could have walked down those halls like I owned the damn place. But I didn't, because I was a shy and timid girl. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have people to give me confidence boosts and tell me that I am fine and all these things. But I made some friends in high school, great friends that I keep nowadays, that I still have, and I cherish them dearly because they were with me through my hardest times, and they're still with me now. And it shows you something when you find a good friend that is with from the beginning to now. It's accomplishing. So find somebody in your high school. If you are struggling to make friends, just make a friend. Find somebody who you can put trust into and who you can be yourself with. And your experience in high school will be so much better. Even though you're getting bullied on the sidelines, if you have a special friend in school, even if it's just one, your experience will change drastically. And she knows who she is, and it's just, I thank her so much for putting up with everything. Do you know what I mean? We were both plus size girls, so it was like a double team, you know? When I'd get bullied, she'd get bullied. When she'd get bullied, I'd get bullied. And it's kind of like, you know, so, but having somebody to go through it with you was a bit easier than doing it by yourself, because when you're alone, it's hard. You start getting your own mental thoughts, and things aren't as clear as they are when you're with somebody, because you can bounce, you know, your perspective off of each other, so you're not alone. And I know that it's so hard, and a lot of people go through high school without a friend, and I feel for you. But if you try and make a friend, I'm telling you, you can do it. I have become who I am because of me. I did everything that I have because of me, and nobody is going to tear me down. And that's just it. And I pray and hope that one of you guys can get to a certain place that you can love yourself. It's hard. I know it's hard. I started to try to learn to love myself because I couldn't deal with it anymore. I couldn't deal with feeling alone and being down all the time. So I woke up and I said, I have to make a change. I have to make a change. I said, I don't really like this about my body, and I want to be happy. And I made a change for myself. So it turned into a lifestyle. And now I've gone to a place where I love myself. I'm comfortable in myself. Sure, there's things I don't like about my body, but I still love myself. And I'm still able to go out and do things that I've always wanted to do without being timid and shy. And, you know, you don't have to change yourself to do that. You just have to learn to love yourself. But if you don't like something about your body and you feel that you need to change it, but love yourself. You need to love yourself first. If you love yourself, everything will just come into place. And a lot of people think, no, I have to be a size 4 to love myself. No, you don't. It doesn't matter if you're a size 0 to a size 28 or a 32 or a 36. It doesn't matter. You are still beautiful and you can still learn to love yourself. You just need to find the courage. And it's in there. It's in there. Just find it. Bring it out. And you'll love yourself. You will. You know, along the way, people will bring you down. Forget about them. You're a great person and you know you are. You just have to build up. I think I have made this video quite long. I know I started rambling and ranting about random things, but I just wanted to get a couple things off my chest. Talk to you guys about a couple things and, you know, just share a little bit about me. I know I have a couple videos now. I just wanted to give you a perspective of where I came from. It took me a very long time to get to where I am. I'm still going. I'm still not 100%, but I'm still going and I will get to 100%. It just takes time and time is all you have, right? Life is beautiful, life is short, learn to love yourself, and you'll enjoy every single moment that passes you by, and you won't miss out on anything. I really hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope you took something from it that was positive. Like if you haven't already, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! And don't forget, stay true to yourself.